All right, let's go. What you want to talk about?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you
I'm
doing?
here. I'm here. I'm here. Oh yeah, I'm controversial. I was like, oh, I don't want Sisters Live to get shut down. I'm just joking.
You controversial, huh?
Yeah, I talk about politics,
You got to keep
black.
your camera on, dude. You can't turn your camera off. I'm not talking to no avatar.
Oh, okay. I'll keep my camera on. Okay, I'm not
Yeah,
ugly. I'm not ugly. You could say
you
that.
don't got to be ugly. I just got to be talking to a real person.
Yeah, I'm
You
here.
know. People get on here and they get to turn their camera off. They don't be paying attention. You know what I'm saying? If we having a conversation, we having a conversation. Let's have the
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah. I be just having fun. I host my little platform, and we talk about all these issues with men and women, black issues, the politics. We be going off. Yeah, we be going crazy.
So you like to cause controversy? Hmm.
Yeah, I do. I like talking to the people that always say, stand on business, brother, stand on it. I be standing on business. No, the live we did yesterday, you should have been there, Cassie. It was crazy when those men came up there and those women were on there talking. It was a funny live.
What was y'all talking about yesterday? What's
The
up, family?
biggest, the biggest thing, women want men for money. That's all they want. They just want
But
men
you
for
go, you
money.
can't, you okay, let's have the conversation.
They do. The men are
No,
right.
no,
Women
no,
want.
no, 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 because you're talking to a woman. I don't want no man for money. I want a man for his time.
Right. What the young people say, that is cap. That is cap. All the women want men for money.
Not this woman. Not this woman. Not all the
Hon-
women.
Honestly, you don't want a man for with the guy with the big bag, the Fortune
Nope.
500 company.
Nope. I want a guy with a big
Oh,
heart and has good character.
oh, but he can't be broke.
You can't be broke, but you ain't got to be rich because I'm not broke, but I'm not rich.
Okay, okay, I understand. Yeah, but it seems like
I make my own money. I work for a living, so hopefully you work for a living too.
yeah, I do. I do. I work a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah,
They
nine
said
to five is great.
that's not
Hello.
good enough. The sisters say you got to make
Maybe,
millions of dollars. They told me.
maybe the sisters that you be trying to holler to, it ain't good enough. But for a sister like me, a 9 to 5 is good enough for me.
The woman came on the live, Cassie, and said I have to make 100K just
And
to
what
get
does
her
she
phone
make?
number. I I didn't say anything because I was so in a state of shock when I had to make 100K. I walked away and just kept the live going. I didn't know what to say, and me and the men was just in shock. Like 100K just to get a woman. It was like
I
it's
don't
crazy.
know for me personally, because I can only speak about me.
Yes, ma'am.
As long as we make around the same amount, what does it matter? If we can both support ourselves on our own, that means we can support each other together because we bring in two
Yes, ma'am.
income together and it increases.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's not all about the money. It's about coming together and both being able to contribute.
Yeah.
But
My little brother, my little brother is always telling me that I need to be trying to find a man who makes lots of money, who has lots and
see,
lots of things. Like
see,
he's
see what I
always
mean? See
telling
what I
me that.
said? See what I said? I told you it's all about
But
a
he's
dollar.
telling me that, but I don't receive that. We always have this conversation. Me and my
Yeah,
little brother always have this conversation. He says he said I need to elevate. He said I need to have my, what do you call it, the standards set really high. And I'm like,
yeah.
you if you keep your standards set so high, you'll never meet anybody because you just expect so much. What if when there's two people, we can build that much more?
Oh, yeah, you're right, because you build together. You're
You
right.
build together. Everything that I've had to do on my own has been challenging because I've had to work two jobs. I did everything on my own. Imagine if I have somebody with me side by side and we was building together. There's so many more opportunities that can open up because we're doing it together. When you're doing it by yourself, you have to struggle, you have to fight, you have to sacrifice so much time because it's just you. There's only so many hours in a day. But imagine if there was two of us doing it together.
Yeah, there's more money to be built together because we both have something to contribute. That's true. I agree. So, what do I do, Cassie, when this woman comes on my live and says, "Hey, you got to have all this money"? Can I tell her what value do you bring more than just a dollar? What
No,
value do you bring
that's
as a
her
woman?
opinion though. You can receive it or not. You can choose to
Okay.
argue with her or you can choose to let her just have her own opinion because that's the way she feels. But that ain't the way I feel. I don't think you
Right.
need to make 100,000, 150,000, 200,000. I don't think that way, but there are women who think that way. And then I say to that, well, I have a friend.
Right.
He posts this all the time. He does this singles thing on Facebook, and he asked
Yeah.
this question. What is the question that he asked? Hold on, because he just posted it the other day. Hold on. Let me check.
Lord
But that's
Jesus, I
just,
made it. Lord Jesus, I made it. I don't have to have 100K. I can get me a woman, still having my little 50K.
I believe you can. You just haven't found the right woman for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't hear a lot, all the women say it, but it's a lot of them that the first thing they do is, oh, how much you got in your bag, your pockets. I'm like, can I get to know you? But it is a lot
I
of them
do
that
believe
ask.
you got to have some money in the bank because
Okay,
it speaks to me as how you handle your money. But we both should have money in the bank. I shouldn't just think you should have money in the bank. I should have some money in the bank too. Most Americans, no, not most, according to the last time I researched this, 60% of Americans don't even have $1,000 in the bank for an emergency
what?
fund.
Are you serious? I have more than 1,000.
60% of Americans couldn't even handle $1,000 emergency. They don't have the cash nor the credit.
Mm,
So it's not always, you got to make all this money. It's like, what are you doing with the money? You can have a lot of money and still be broke because your mentality is broke. So you
yeah,
can be $150,000 a year person and still be broke because you think broke. You operate broke.
yeah.
You move like a broke person. So it really doesn't matter only about the money. It matters your character. It matters what you do with the money. It matters how you're investing for your future. Our future, if we're trying to build together, I mean, for me, it's a whole bunch of factors.
So thank you for saying that, Cassie. That gave me hope. That really gave me hope. So now when I, talk to people and have fun and my friends, I'm gonna say there's hope. There's hope.
There is
There's
hope.
hope.
I have hope. Shoot, I have hope.
Yeah, I
My
do believe
criteria,
that.
I just want to meet a good person, a good human who has great character, who loves people, who loves life, who loves to create memories. Because to me, it ain't all about the money. I want your time. I don't care about your money.
Okay.
I want your
Okay.
time. We can make money together, but we can't get time back. So if all you want to do is make money, where do you have time that we can spend together? If I can only get an hour of your time, okay, I got that little hour, but I want your time.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I can't buy more time with money.
So that's okay. So I'm gonna see what the woman gives me as time compared to what I have as like
My
materials.
number
That's
one
true.
love,
I'm gonna try
my number
that.
one love language is quality time.
Okay.
That's I don't know what yours is. So mine goes quality time, physical touch, and then all the other three kind of like fall. But quality time is so important to me. Like if we
Yeah.
say, for instance, if I'm dating someone and if I'm in a relationship with someone and we don't live in the same city or we don't live in the same state, or quality time for me is spending uninterrupted time on the phone, because maybe we can't see each other all the time, but we can talk to each other, and you're giving up time and I'm giving up time that we can pour into one another. That's important to me. The money will come later, but the time we can't get back.
Yeah. My love
That's
language is
me.
I like the communication. That's my love language, the communication. I like the communication. That's my love language.
So when women get on here, and I mean, a lot of y'all, and I've heard this before, because I've been on lives before with men, and I'll say my piece, and they'll say that's cap. I'm like, that's not cap for me.
Okay.
That's not cap for me.
But this is why I get so confused. Y'all all are women. Aren't
But
y'all
we're not
trying
all the
to?
same women. That's like saying all men are the same.
Yeah.
You
Because
can't do that. Each one is different. Maybe that woman that was talking last night, that's her criteria. Then I would say, okay, so if that's your criteria, when's the last time you met someone that met that criteria?
okay. Yeah, because it's like why I was confused because I asked the woman on the live with the men and we asked her because she was real comfortable talking to us and we was like, don't y'all all as women?
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. It's about to get spicy. Hold on.
I'm here for it. I'll have fun. I'm off work today,
It's
so I
about to
got
get
time.
spicy. My little brother is coming on.
Hello.
How's it
Go
going?
ahead. Say what you
I'm
gotta
good.
say.
I'm gonna wait. I don't want to interrupt anybody.
Oh, the only thing is I was saying is, Cassie, when I talk to these here women on the platform that I be hosting, I always feel like the women do have like the same logic, the same way of thinking, but then they tell me, no, we're different. But I feel like they do have the same like logic when these women have these standards. That's all I wanted to say. That's why I always look at them the same, the women, because of the logic, the way how they talk. But I might be wrong. This is my little, opinion. That's all I
Go
wanted
ahead.
to say.
Go ahead. Give your opinion, little brother, because I already know you finna come in with the. Go ahead.
I gotta be
Now,
100K
now's
man
my
to get a woman.
turn. Here's the thing. First off, let's have the conversation of everybody's reality is completely different. So
Yeah.
dating is nuanced. No, there's not a one size fits all. When I tell you personally though that I don't think you should be with somebody who's making less than you, because it is there's statistics, there is human behavior, there's psychology involved, and when a female is making more than her partner who is a male, you over time are going to emasculate that man. He is going to have
Mm,
insecurities that develop. Okay. So when, let's say y'all pay the bills half and half, y'all have your own accounts, whatever. Let's say he has a little bit of debt, you have a little bit of debt, but you make more than him. Your debt's going to come down quicker than his is. He's going to continue to build interest on top of that. So when you are starting to pay your debt off and you're over here wanting to go do something, and he's like, well, I'm not where you are yet. And you want him to prioritize taking care of that debt before y'all have this lifestyle together of traveling X, Y, and Z. He is naturally one going to resent you, but you are also going to
mm,
resent him because you want to go out and do, but you have this man who's holding you back. There's nuances to this. So like for me, again, you brought up time is important to you. Time's important to me too, but my schedule, okay, and by the way, I can't see comments. So if someone's talking shit, let me know because they're not loading. Okay. So my schedule,
nobody's talking crap. It's all
no, I'm
cool.
just making sure. But for me, I'm the complete opposite. I have a very busy lifestyle. I have a very busy practice. I have a very, and let's take the side of the time that I'm involved in the business. Outside of it, I am so exhausted by the end of the day. And mind you, I'm also just happen to be in healthcare, but by the end of the day, I am so exhausted. I dissociate. I don't want to have a conversation with anybody. Okay. Now, if I was in a relationship with somebody and that was a committed long-term relationship, obviously naturally you're going to do life with that person. You're going to adjust to each other's schedules, you're going to adjust to each other's habits, you're going to learn each other's preferences. Maybe I need 30 minutes not to say anything when I get home and just relax after I wash my ass. Like that's the thing that you learn about somebody. But for me, if let's say I was dating someone, I'm not going to be like, I may not text you when I get home. You may be waiting on the clock, waiting 6 o'clock. Why haven't you texted me yet? Because you work a 9 to 5 or you work a 8 to 3 or whatever the case may be. And our tax brackets, our income levels are completely different. So when I do have time off, I might want to go to Europe for a week. If I decide to take a week off of my schedule and I know that I'm going to be out for a week, I may want to go to Europe. You may be like, I ain't got the money to go to Europe. I can't do that. I don't have, and I got to go put in PTO. I don't have to put in PTO. So there is a difference. And here's the thing too that people don't understand. This conversation is actually kind of stupid because you're naturally going to attract your who's on your level, if that makes sense.
Yes.
No barista is coming to try to take me out on a date. They're not going to do it. They know from the way I live, what they see on social media, what I drive, what I'm wearing. They know that like they may want to fuck, but they're not going to seriously try to pursue me because they know they have nothing to offer me. And yes, I'm talking in the sense of stability, finances, etc. But maybe they have the time if that's what I really value. I don't necessarily value your time. What I value is maybe how you make me feel when we are together, but I don't need to be together all the time.
Can I
So,
can I ask a
I think,
question? I want to ask you a
yeah,
question. What if the person hasn't made it yet, but they're trying to like elevate to make it? Is that okay? Like say they just are trying to
yeah,
get
yeah,
it to that point. Is that
that's,
okay?
to,
Or
that's totally fine. Let's talk when you
okay,
made it.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, because I was just thinking like, is it okay if people wait for the elevation? Because it takes time, to blow up. So I was like, do we wait to see if they elevate and get it together, or we just like avoid
Because here's
them?
the thing. What if I wait 5 years for you to make it and that fifth year come around and something happened? You ain't made it. You lost a leg
Yeah,
in a car
it's just a
accident.
waste of time, just a wasting time. Yeah, yeah,
Look,
that's
Cassie,
interesting.
this is why Cassie and I can't be on a conversation because we laugh too much. But I'm really being serious. What if you waited 5 years and passed up all these other opportunities of your person, waiting for someone to make it and they never made it, or something happens? Like, we don't even know if we have 5 years in today's, like, the way the world's going. So it
Yeah,
sounds funny, and it is funny. You can always make something funny, but in all seriousness, you have to find the right person for you at that moment. And wherever you are in life, you should be attracting people on your level. And the funny thing is to me, $100,000, I can't, what am I doing with that? That's me though. And I'm not being funny when I say that. But
yeah.
a lot of people, girls talk about, oh, I want a six-figure man. First of all, six figure, okay, $100,000, six figures. Great. That to me, I can't live off of that. And I damn sure can't support nobody else off the $100,000. If I can't support myself off $100,000, I'm definitely not going to support you. So when women say that, I'm like, what does that mean for you? Do you just think six figures is the magic key to life? Because in Tampa right now, I mean, me, mind you, I'm renting at the moment with the intent to buy where I'm renting, but my rent's
Understand.
$4,000 flat. That's just rent. So $400,000, I mean $100,000 a year, literally I'm eating ramen noodles. And so I'm not going to bring you into my world and then try to, so girls think, I think they see this image that's portrayed on social media of this lifestyle, and they think that means that's $100,000. Half the shit you're seeing ain't even reality. Okay, people are scamming, people are using credit cards to keep up with the Joneses. But regardless, is $100,000 is not what people think it is. And if you are limiting yourself to the man who makes $100,000, thinking that he's going to support you on that income, you're delusional.
That's what
You're
the lady
delusional.
told
So
me. That's what I was telling Cassie. The woman came on the live stream and said that all the men in the world got to make 100K. I was like, we don't have 100K for you, man. Like, we don't have that big dollars of money. But she was
if
serious
you if
about it.
and here's the thing: if you are a man who's out there making, let's say you make 100,000, $150,000, and you find the woman of your dreams, okay, eventually I do think that a man, your expenses are not necessarily, your living expenses are not going to change when you find your person and you bring a female into your life.
No,
So
no.
I don't think a woman should come into the picture with and you expecting that y'all do the 50-50. To me, that's crazy as hell, because
Yeah,
that rent, that mortgage was still there with or without her. The light bills was still there with or without her. The utilities was still there with or without her. Now, if you want her to be like, oh, if you want a Louis Vuitton all the time, well, then make sure you can support that on your own, because I'm taking care of the house. To me, that is reasonable. I don't think
yeah.
the whole 50 men who talk about the 50-50, to me, I don't, and I'm not, I shouldn't be speaking because, one, I'm a gay man, I'm not a straight man, and
Okay, that's okay.
first
That's
of all,
okay.
half of the women out there got kids. Me, I'm very successful. I personally here, I don't know how I could take care of a child right now financially, because it's going to disrupt my current lifestyle. So I'm striving, and there's expenses. It's $100,000 for me just to have a baby. That's like I'm pulling that out just to have the child. So to think that you living off of $100,000 is going to provide this magical lifestyle is crazy. Support yourself. Find the man who's going to take you in and not want your money, but where you can support yourself. Maybe if you're going to the grocery store, you can pick up that tab. You got money in the bank to pick up that tab. You're not, hey, honey, Venmo me for the groceries. Now that's crazy as hell. You should be able to support yourself and do a little bit as needed, because over time, what women don't understand is the man who is going to bring you in and support you fully, who makes $200,000, if that's what you want, over time, he's going to find somebody on his level who also makes that money, who's a powerful boss
Yeah,
ass woman. And he's going to be
yeah.
attracted to her because
I
he's looking
agree.
at you like a dust bunny.
I
He's looking at
agree.
you like a burden. So I just think the whole conversation, and I think social media really makes it tricky. You naturally will attract what you are, what level you're on. And if you're attracting those who you think are below you, something about you is attracting that, and you need to figure out what that is. And
I'm,
you may
I'm,
attract someone who's way above you, and then, okay, great, you might have attraction, you might have looks, you might have good hygiene, you may have a good family support, you whatever it is that's attracting those type of men. You may carry yourself a certain way, you may put yourself in environments to attract those men. The girls who are talking about six figures and $100,000 thinking that's the magic ticket, they're the same women sitting at Applebee's looking for a $5 margarita.
I
That
just,
man who's making six figures is not at Applebee's with a margarita.
I just want Mark, the woman, just to love me for me, not because of all this money I can bring to the table. That's really what I want. Just a woman to love me for me, not because I have all this money. That's what I really
And
want from a woman.
and that's fair. Now there are women who only love who, and that's the other thing. Let's keep it real. Height and money automatically adds 10 points to your attraction, right?
Oh, I could be a
Height.
short man and still be a good guy.
No, no, you can. But what I'm saying is, no matter how we want to say it, men who have height and money, they are naturally going. A woman will. show add check marks to his boxes. He's checking all the boxes all of a sudden. That same man who looks just like that man with all the money and fucked up looks, who's a sexy as hell, fit body, but makes $40,000, she ain't looking twice at him. There are
Okay.
or there are women who will only want that financial stability, and they will let go of everything else. But I do think some men lead with what they can offer a woman, and then instead of figuring out what about them attracts that female. And so
Okay.
not every female, like Cassie, sometimes I'm looking at her like, what is it about that one? And she's like, the way we talk, the way he makes me feel, something about him, our conversation, great. Okay, so she's somebody who that's what she looks for. So there are women out there, but I also think men need to take accountability in the sense of they're not always checking for that girl because they want the BBL, the big titties, they want the fake weed, they want the girl who is stopping everybody when they're walking together, and so they're out here struggling, working 3 fast food jobs just to keep up with that girl because they want to be seen with her.
I do too. I do like those big booty girls. I gotta be honest. I be liking them. I do.
That that big booty's doing nothing but rotting on your couch because she ain't working. She's wanting you to take care of her.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just the image, bro. It's just the image that we just trying to fulfill
There's
for this
porn.
woman.
Go watch porn if it's about the image. You can watch porn. You can go to a sex shop.
Yeah.
You can print off a picture of Holly Berry and tape it on the wall. There are many things that you can do. But if you want the substance, you need to look beyond the just the physical attraction. What
I
else is
used to
there
be
about
like
a
that. I
person?
used to be like that, Mark, one of them guys that always wanted to try to meet that woman's expectation when she wants all this from a man. But then I realized I was like, it's not getting me nowhere. So I could just do it all on my own until I really find the right girl. So I used to be one of them guys that used to really want to try to bag one of those big booty chicks, and it was like
No,
it got me nowhere. Just got me
right.
nowhere.
It's gonna get nobody nowhere. And the other thing too is like what I think people it's so what is so ironic to me is it's the girls with um ooh
She looked
sorry
good, Mark. Now she did look good. She do look good. She's very attractive. She looks good, but it
that's
didn't get me
that's
nowhere.
fair, but it's also the girls who are asking for all of these extra things and this 6-figure man who have kids, 2 baby daddies, EBT. You want EBT, but now you need 6 figures. If you can make EBT work, you can make a man who's making $50,000 work for you.
Yeah,
You just don't want to.
yeah.
So I don't know. I just think the whole dating and stuff, you are naturally going to attract people on your level. I have never had I have never had a bum try to approach me,
Okay,
but I've had very successful men try to approach me who our lifestyles just didn't match. If I want to go to a theme park and I drop $500 for the day, and you make decent money, you can support yourself, and you tell me, well, I don't really know if I want to spend that. We're just not a match. You make good money, you check
okay,
the boxes, you make $200,000 a year, but my lifestyle is not matching yours. I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, okay, well, what else do you want to do? No, I don't want to go to brunch for the 18th time.
okay. So don't. So what you're saying, like, I get, Mark. So don't try to overstep your boundaries if you don't got it. Yeah, I used to have that problem.
No, no, just find the person who fits into your lifestyle and who has a similar lifestyle and
Okay,
values the similar things. If Cassie time is her thing. Time for me, I don't always have that. And I don't always want to be next to. Is that a bug? Sorry. I don't want to always be next to somebody. Um, and if I were to try to look at people outside of that fit my lifestyle, I would never be successful with a relationship because I need someone to understand what busy is. I need someone to understand what like being exhausted at the end of the day is and not wanting no, I don't want to go to happy hour 4 days a week. I just don't. I don't have the so
yeah,
I shut down as soon as leave the office. I shut down. Literally, like, I detach from society because that's my way of like recouping. So that's why I was actually just I was in a evaluation with a patient who happens to be a physician, and it's a very stressful specialty. And he was there because he was like, I'm burnt out to the point where I don't know what to do. I go home, I have 2 kids and a wife, and I don't even hear my kids talking, and it's becoming a problem. And like, I have no interest in engaging with my kids when I get home. I have no interest in engaging with my wife
He's
because
tired. He's
he's
tired. He's tired.
exhausted.
He's
And
tired. Right.
right.
Yeah.
And
Man.
he talked about like, picture perfect family, graduated med school, graduated residency, started his family while he was in residency because that's what he was supposed to do. And looking back, now he understands like I was I was not I was not meeting someone that could fit into my lifestyle. I was forcing something to work that now has me like, where am I at in life? I have everything going for me. I have a beautiful family. We live a great life, but I don't want to be around my family when I get home. Versus pausing, not starting a family, not finding someone who's going to be a stay-at-home mom because that's what everyone told you you're supposed to do when you're a doctor. Be a let your wife take care of the kids,
Yeah.
have your family, and all that. And now he's like, okay, great, she does that. And now, as soon as I walk through the door, everyone misses me and wants to be with me, and I don't want that. So you really do have to be careful when you're out here talking to people. I don't care how good they look. I don't care what boxes they check off. Do they fit into your lifestyle? And it's not just about money. It's about your lifestyle.
Yeah.
What is your work schedule? Like I could never be with someone who works night shift. I don't work nights. I don't work nights. If you work nights 6 nights a week, or if you're a bartender, we will never see each other. Why the hell am I going to waste my time with you?
I understand. Man.
Anyways, I
Mark,
could talk about this all day.
you taught me a lot, Mark, because like I'm thinking now, like don't be just fooled by the image of the woman because it could be still something else going on. Just because
No.
I'm trying to meet her image and her because they look good, and I'd be like, man, I'm trying to get close to her, but it's like, some guys we just don't have what she wants. Like I just don't got it. Like, but she looks good.
And the other thing too is there's a lot of pretty women, and one of my close friends is a straight man. And he talks about how fine all these women he's been in the past who
Yeah.
he's been with, and he calls it the kisses test, and he kisses his way down. And when he smells something funky, he's like, I don't care how pretty she was, I'm gonna kiss my way out that door. So you go in for all the prettiness, but you waste your time trying to get into her pants, and then you get in her pants, and it's giving. Let me shut up.
I know you go, Mark. I
It's
know.
giving BV. So you wasted all your time, 2 months taking this woman out, paying for all her drinks. She's so pretty, pretty that she finally gives it up to you, and you're like, "Damn,
That's
That's
terrible.
it.
I was not trying to go on a scuba trip."
Mm, mm.
I'm just saying.
Y'all
I'm
both made
just
me think.
saying.
Y'all both made me think this morning. Man, I'm thinking about all type of things now. Like, wow, got to get it
Don't get
See,
it
right.
twisted, because there's times that a woman goes down and it's crusty and musty too on a dick. So let's not just blame it all on the women having BV,
absolutely, no, 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 absolutely not.
because
I
sometimes these men be
don't
having some stuff
understand
going
that
on
there is
too.
a washcloth, and the water and soap is supposed to marinate for a while and scrub. Absolutely. I am the first to tell you that. Look, I'm not just I was just talking about women because men put the attraction first, but women do too. But a woman, here's the thing. A woman will put up with a funky musty piece if he got $20,000 in the bank.
Oh, I'm not doing that as a man. Yeah, I'm not. I can't. If hygiene has to be, yeah, it got to be right. I can't. I
Damn it.
can't.
Well, this conversation went all the way around the mulberry bush and then some. Okay,
I'm just
and
saying.
you dropping gems. Okay, keep you was cooking, you cooking. Okay, I get
Okay,
it.
I'm
I
gonna
get
drop
it.
another gem too. You're not about to pick me up in a Ford Focus. I
What's
have
wrong with the
long
bucket?
I
What's wrong with the
so this is
bucket?
me.
What's wrong
No,
with
no,
the
no. Hold
bucket?
on.
With the
Listen.
hoopty?
I have long legs, okay?
Okay.
We're not go and this is gonna sound it is what it is. This is just my reality. I have long legs. When I go out to Cassie knows, I like to eat. I do not I don't think about spending money on food. I like to eat. I don't think about the check. I don't care about the check. I don't look at the menu price. It doesn't, none of that is relevant to me. I love good food. I will go to nice, I love experiences. That's what I'm about. I love a good eating experience. We are not about to pull up to the five-star restaurant in
But he
Tampa
can't.
and
But
valet
he can't
the
pull up
Ford
Mark in his Honda. He
Focus.
can't pull up Mark in his Honda Civic's hatchback. It's not
No,
good.
we are not pulling up in that, meaning I will drive, but we're not pulling up and in this. Hold on, let
Why?
me go ahead and give you. We're not
Why, Mark?
like
What's wrong with the car? What's wrong with?
bumper about to fall off. Spare tires on its way out of here, and then we're stuck at the valet looking crazy as hell. No.
Mark, it's still getting you to the spot. You're still getting to the spot.
No,
You're just in the Maybach, but you're still
we
getting
can
to the spot.
we can ooh, oh, I don't care about a Maybach. First of all, Mercedes are trash. I've had Mercedes, been there, done that. But what I will say is I'm just saying we could Uber, but then he's gonna be like, why are we always Ubering places? I want to drive you. I'm not gonna hurt your do I hurt his feelings and say, well, we're not going in that car? Or I can drive, but when he wants to take me, like that's another thing. And I know it sounds petty and juvenile, and it's not. It's not materialistic. I'm not asking him to provide anything that I can't provide. All I'm saying is we're not pulling up to the hoopty. We can Uber, but then he's gonna be like, "Well, I want to take you," and then he's gonna be upset. Well, are you embarrassed to be with me? No, I'm not embarrassed to be with you, but we're not taking a chance on that car.
But that's the
Oh,
key. You're not asking him to provide anything that you can't already provide for yourself.
okay.
There's
Right,
a lot of things that I can provide for myself. So come on, somebody.
right.
But
That's
he,
the other thing too.
but
Like,
Cassie, he can still take you to the spot. It's like he may have a hoopty, but
oh,
he's still
Cassie don't
taking you to
care.
the spot. He,
Cassie don't care as long as you got
see,
four wheels and a string to get to that place. Cassie going.
that's
Cassie
right,
don't care.
right. Me and
Cassie's not.
Cassie,
Cassie
me
and
and
I are on
Cassie's in the
opposite
hoopty.
spectrums. Yes,
Me and
Cassie
Cassie's in
will.
the hoopty, just riding down the road, going to
Cassie, this is the
Applebee's.
thing.
I'm
Cassie's
from the
so ride
hood,
or
so hoopty don't
Cassie
mean
is
it.
so ride or die that y'all could be in the hoopty on the way to the restaurant. The spare tire will fall off, and she is going to get the other spare tire, and she's finna put it back on the car, and y'all finna finish that date. That is
Great job.
Cassie.
I'm saying, great job, sister. Great job, sister. You did
So we're not
it.
on the same. Trust me, she's a ride or die. I'm not doing that. I will call an Uber when the spare tire falls off, and I will have them come pick me up, and not just the Uber or Uber Black.
What if you with some guy and he says, bro, you gotta change the donut? You're gonna have to change the donut. You're gonna have to get out the
Who, me?
car. And yeah, what if the guy says, hey, there's a spare, we need to get do the tire together.
Mark's
What
not
if the
doing
car,
it. Mark's
oh,
I'll
not
call.
doing it.
I'll call AAA.
you're gonna call AAA. You got the tire, you got the donut, but you got the, what do they call it? The
I
jack.
don't try.
Oh,
I don't try. One, I don't try. I'm not a mechanic. I did not go to mechanical school. I may fuck something up. A nut may be rusted, and we put the spare tire on. We're on the interstate thinking we're good to go, and that shit falls right back off. We're not doing that. I know my strengths. I also don't play with electricity, so I don't even like jumping a car. It makes me nervous as hell. I've seen too many sparks, and no, I'm not doing it. I will call. I have a service for that, and I will
okay.
call. So I'll glad. Here's the thing, too. I will pay for the service. Now, we may not see each other again, but I will pay for the service.
Hmm. Wait a minute, Mark. Hold on. So if you're with this guy you like, Mark, you're enjoying yourself, and you're on the highway, and the car breaks down, and he says, "Just help me." You would say no. Call the tow
I would,
guy.
yeah, I would call the tow guy and I would help him by paying for it. That's the thing. It's just the definition of helping this and that. And liking, I could really like somebody, but liking's not enough for me to overlook. Is this long term going to be? I just can't. We just had no. I just can't do it. Again, that's my reality.
I
And the other thing is,
understand.
I'm not speaking from a place of what I also see a lot of people do is talk from no experience, just what they see on social media. Their baby daddy's in prison. Their baby daddy worked at Taco Bell, but now all of a sudden they deserve a finance bro. You don't even know how to interact with the finance bro. Because a
Mm,
finance bro, no offense, but when y'all go to a corporate business dinner and you're out here going to the dinner with him and accompanying him, and you think them six pairs of eyelashes on the one eye is it because that's what you're used to, he's gonna look at you like, what the fuck are you doing? You need to go
yeah,
back inside and fix that before we go out to my company dinner. So that's I'm not it sounds funny, but these are the things, and it is funny because it sounds so ridiculous when people who lead with money, like here's the thing, talk about Kendra G. If I ever went on Kendra G's show, I don't when
Which I've
if
been
she
on
had
there 3 times, but go ahead.
she fine. I like
right.
Kendra G. She's fine. Oh, that's just as fine, in my opinion.
If she ever asked me about does he have to make a certain amount of money, I'm not even going to answer it because no one's going to come to me who they may come to me, but they're delusional. But I'm saying no serious person is going to like no one. I'm not going to attract that type of person. So I'm just be like, if you think you can come from me. And I'm also going to naturally see are we on the same page? Like, what does your lifestyle look like just from your Instagram? So, it sounds when the people who lead first with the money, I'm like, you've never experienced that. And you could tell because again, let's talk about what comes with those men with money. Infidelity, time. They don't have time because they're usually very busy and working. So the same people that, oh, I want to travel all the time. I want to be taken care of. I want the man who makes $300,000. He doesn't have time to take you anywhere. Y'all might go on a, I haven't been on a vacation in an actual vacation in probably 5 or 6 years. I've done a small trip here or there for a family event, XYZ. But an actual vacation that was just for me to go on vacation has been a
Why did
long time.
Mark? Why does she ask the woman that question all the time when you watch it? Because every time I watch her live, she always
Because
asks
she's
that
smart.
question.
She's
Why does she
smart.
ask?
'Cause
But
she wants
what is she trying to do? Like find out the men's earning for this woman? Like what is she asking for? Because I
she
always
wants
find it
women, she
interesting.
wants to expose women's delusional habits is what she wants to do.
Okay.
She's smart as hell. Because the woman, the real women who answer that the best way, they're the ones who, well, there isn't a dollar amount, but it depends on, do you have children? What's your credit? Credit is a big thing. Like, I know people don't understand that, but like, you want to know how much credit's a big thing? I got rid of my Audi and got this new Wrangler. And mind you, obviously, like, even though I have like the top level of the Jeep Wrangler, but it was a different car payment from, I was saving $600 a month, and I didn't know I was saving that. I was in the mood for a Jeep, and I was like, I'm going to get a second car that's more sporty, whatever. So I went to go, I did all my financing, obviously, like credit's fine, income's fine, blah, 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 blah. They did I got the lowest interest I could get from a credit union, Suncoast Credit Union. A week later, I'm off the lot. I'm driving my car. They call me. Oh, we went to go finish your financing with the Suncoast Credit Union. And they say you have a charge off from 15 years ago. I said, I don't think I've ever had. I've never even been to a Suncoast. I have Chase. Like I was like, what? So I call into it. I remember my mom, her ghetto ass, like put me on credit card when I was like 16 to help build my credit, just for her to charge that shit off. 12 years later, 15 years later, they wanted me to pay that $600 before they would finance my car. Credit is not a joke. Like, that will follow you. And so it is important. That's the other thing. You could have $600,000 a year to your name from your salary. And if your credit score is a 530 because you think it's cool to pay everything in cash and rent and have no assets and do shit under the table, we're not a match. I don't want to put the rental car in my name every time.
That's facts.
So again, y'all talking about the man with all the money. Does he own anything? Does he have a credit score? Does he have a credit card? I have
Come on.
$200,000 in a credit limit. I don't even touch but a few thousand a month of it, and I pay it all off. Like, those are the things that, like, the women who actually you can tell are women who are experienced that lifestyle. They ask the substantive questions. It's not just about if he makes X amount of money, because there are a lot of men who make X amount of money and they're a barber. They only claim 20,000. So when y'all go to get that mortgage, the money ain't adding up, and you ain't getting no mortgage. So here's your man with the $200,000 who owns his own barbershop, but he's funny messing around with his money and only claiming 20, 40, $30,000 a year. And y'all go to get that house you always wanted, and ain't nobody getting the house because, ma'am, you still work at Taco Bell and your credit score is 500 and you ain't got no money to your name, and everything he got ain't on paper. So that lifestyle you want is not happening.
Yeah. I don't know what this facts. I don't even
See,
know
I
what to
know
say,
Cassie.
Cassie.
Cassie got a better credit score than I do. Cassie owns her stuff. I don't even own my place right now. So, like, again, it's all relative. It's all relative. It's all about what your lifestyle is. And look, Cassie's a ride or die. Like,
Yep, me and
y'all
her.
over here,
Yep, me and her's in the Honda. We're in the hoopty, just going to
right? And
Applebee's.
if that Honda break down, Cassie might not make $300,000 a year, but she got the credit to go ahead and take care to get that thing fixed, to go get a new one, to go put a down payment. They approving her with the lowest interest. Meanwhile, you walking out of there with a 27% interest rate on that loan because you ain't
Yeah,
got no credit. Now y'all really looking crazy. So it's all funny, but no, it's perspective. You gotta have perspective, and you gotta date in your own reality. And females, males, whoever you are, school buses, however you identify. If you're pursuing, if you're pursuing a certain type of person, and you ain't never in those environments to pursue that type of person or encounter that type of person, you're just talking shit based off of what you see on social media.
I
Because
cannot. I out with you.
What?
We're
That's
just gonna gloss over. We're just gonna gloss over the fact that you said school bus.
Well, I'm not leaving anybody out. You can identify as whatever you want, but the people who talk the most about what they want, they are never in those environments to attract those kind of people because he's not in Chili's, he's not in Applebee's, and he's not at Wingstop.
And every time we hang out, my perspective changes just a little bit. You know, I shift just a little bit. I'm not gonna say I'm shifting all the way, but just listening to this conversation. I love you so much.
said, do
Love you too.
not.
Okay, I'm gonna walk into the store. I gotta get our stuff for our pudding, and I'll be home.
Okay, bye.
All right, love you, bye.
He's
Love
cool.
you, bye.
He was cool. I like talking to him.
That's my baby brother. I miss you too, DJ La Bonita.
I've talked to
That's my
her
baby
too. I've
brother,
talked to her
and
too before on the live Bonita. We talked for hours. She's really nice.
yeah. Okay, hold on. Somebody's requesting. This is turning into. Okay.
Well, I appreciate you, Cassie, for letting me come up here, and I'm enjoying myself. Thank you.
You know, I appreciate you for requesting. You know, I don't go live often anymore. So,
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
how are
So
you?
I'm good. That is so funny. He said that. Hi, Sincere. So
Hi.
I'm in Miami too. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
Oh, North South Beach.
It's
Welcome
gorgeous.
to
You're in
Miami.
Miami, and I'm in Tampa.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Cassie, for how long?
I'm not gonna be. I leave on Monday. I'm not here for long. I'm just here for the weekend.
Okay, so I leave today. I've been here since Monday, but I was thinking of going to. I got to see where Nasty 305 and Boezy are because they're doing the FMU classics up and down Florida right now. Look at my daughter bruised me at the beach. She she almost fell in the water and then punched me hard.
We got another request, but anyways, what you got to say, Miss DJ?
So, anyways, that was so funny. He said that because I met a gentleman last night, and he was saying he was really hurt. He said he was really hurt behind a woman. And I said, well, the only thing you're hurt at is yourself. What's up, Memphis? So I was like, the only thing you're hurt on is yourself. And he goes, tell me more. And I said, because the women that you're attracting and you're leading with something. And what you're doing is, and the lady at the hotel, she said, girl, do you know this man? I said, never seen him in my life. He said, and I'm from Trinity. Both of my parents are Indian. I've never seen her before. And he's an Indian man. So I said, let's be real. He said, I got a condo next door. So we're in Fort Lauderdale. So he has a nice condo. He's well taken care of. I said, let me guess. You're financially set. You're 45, never had no kids. I said, you keep getting in and out of relationships, but you keep attracting the women that are opposite than you. And then you cry about it. But this is the thing, but people got to understand. It is 100%. It is a 0.01%. It is a 2% chance that you're going to attract. 2%. Let me give it 2. I'm going to give it 2. 2% chance that you're going to attract exactly what you want. It's going to be, if you are spiritual, you're going to get what you need, not what you want. And then the problem and the delusion, I told this man, he looked at me crazy. He said, he's about to combat. I said, see, you're about to combat, but I'm just trying to explain to you. I don't know you, so I can't judge you, but I'm telling you, if you're crying over women at 45, that means that you keep meeting these damsels in distresses because you're financially set. You're meeting these damsels in distresses. You're meeting them at a bar. Let me guess, you're leading with buying them a drink. How about this? If you want a different result, go to that bar. First of all, stay out the bar because 7 out of 10 times, the people are broken because we all broken. We can all bring our shit to the cross. But they're more broken if they sit at the bar having drinks all night, okay? On a weekend. We got better things to do as grown people. Once we get 35, we trying to figure this shit out. We're not trying to sit at no bar. We know how much them drinks cost. We'd rather go buy a bottle and let it sit in our house and take a shot before we go out. We're not going to no bars, especially in a hotel.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question, Bonita. What is it about those women that's making him cry? Like, why is he crying over these women just going on with life?
Let me finish.
Be a man. Just be a man.
No, it's not just be a man. You can't say that, Sincere, because
I'm sorry.
you can't say that because, Sincere, let's not talk about your situation.
I got a lot going
I'm
on.
muting up.
All
So
shit is
you
off the
can't talk
chain.
about what's a man and what's not,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
I get
So
it.
you
I
don't
get it.
know who's a man. Just because you're old don't make you a man. Just because I'm
Yeah,
grown, a grown woman don't mean I'm a mature to the age of
that's
where
true.
I am set to be born on this earth.
I
I'm
agree.
not that age.
I
We're
agree.
all different ages. I know for a fact I'm 28, but I'm 41,
Okay. I get it. I get it. I get it.
right?
Come
I,
on.
I
I'm
do.
grown
That's
because
true.
I'm
most
35
women
already. I'm 50. So
Thank
hold
you.
on.
Most women, let me tell you what I told my homeboy today. I said, black boys, when they're young, unfortunately, in America, they're taught to survive.
Yes.
But black women end up being survivors for their lifetime.
Yep. I agree.
Ooh.
I agree.
Because 5 times out of 10, y'all leave us taking care of kids, dogs, cats, bills, everything by our goddamn selves, including
Oh,
our own mentalities
But,
by ourselves.
yeah.
but,
My mom had to deal with that.
But
That's
you guys,
facts.
as
Facts.
young boys, you guys get stagnant in that age because I'm not saying all of black boys, but it's a struggle being a black man in America.
And
So
then
I
we talked
understand
about
when you used to sell a little bit of weed, or used to hang with your boys, or used to steal cars, or used to do steal out the store. Like I get it, survival. Y'all are set to survive when you come out the womb as little black boys at 8, 9 years old in the streets. I get
yeah.
it. But women, we end up being survivors through our lifetime.
but we also
Well,
got to take responsibility for the choices that we made. Yes, we're survivors. A lot of us were not taught that it's important to choose who you have kids with. I didn't learn that till after I had the kids. So I taught my kids now. Please be careful of who you choosing as a partner to have them kids with, because some of them ain't going to stick around no matter what you do.
And some of them ain't gonna stick around no matter what you do, period. And I don't believe what you teach, because I didn't seen a great family teach 3 kids and all of them different. One in prison, one is a finance director, 35 years, very successful, no kids, been married 1 time, and then the other one is just a married and got financial issues because he can't get his life together. But his mom and daddy taught them all equally in the same household. So I think it's all depends on the destiny of you. I don't even think that we have control. See, the thing is that we think we can control stuff. We don't have control. And that's why I was trying to tell this man, you're crying because you think you got it all together. You think you know what you want when you meet these girls at the bar. But in reality, God is only giving you what you need, because the delusion of the who you set in your mind that you want. So the girls are only dressing up to be in that role with you, and then they end up hurting you because they can't survive that role, because that's never who they were. But because you're projecting to these young girls, this is what I want. They're playing that role, but that's not in reality who they are. So the mask is gonna come off. And then now they hurt you because now the real them is coming out. And now you crying at the bar again.
And then
Let me
to
buy you a drink.
and to add what you said earlier, like we're taught to survive, right? And we're taught to be to not respect um like women in a sense, as far as commitment and everything like that. We're taught to be little whores when we're little, when we're young, because we talk the survival skills and then we say, don't settle down with a woman until this, and that, right? So then we make y'all the survivors because we put y'all through the shit that we felt that we had to go through, but we really didn't have to go through that shit if we had better training and better teaching. So, like she said, that's right. But then we do get in those spaces where we do get up on life and we do put ourselves in the situations where we want better, right? But we still looking for the bullshit. Like she said, you in the bar, you waiting, and I can say this to her too, because she said she don't like dudes with beards. But she so what we do is this: gotta put something right in your face, and we'll go for what we used to and what we think we want instead of what's needed. We've already said the prayer. We've already asked for him to put it in our face. We've already asked for our circle to get smaller. And they say, like, God send me this. And he sends you that. You be like, yeah, no, I don't want that.
So
You
you
know, I
know
had to
what,
take a shot at
Cassie?
I had to take a shot at you. I had to take a shot at you.
Cassie. You know my situation with Aaliyah, right? You know, you knew. I told you when I was pregnant.
Oh, I knew you was pregnant. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, but I told you the situation with Salia's, that person,
I
right?
think you did. Yes, girl.
Okay, Sincere definitely didn't know. I think Memphis, I think you know.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect, because y'all my friends. So guess what? So the time that I met him at the Royal Games in Alabama, we had to get stopped. My car had to get stopped because anyone entering the Royal Games, that's a major event. It's like Olympics. You got to get stopped. The officer that stopped me when I first arrived, before I met this donor, um, he asked my number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We getting married.
Y'all get married?
So God, literally 30 minutes later, I met this man, the donor. Pick wrong. Him. I should have started building with him 3 years ago. He said that would have been my baby. That's crazy.
And
That is
that's what I'm
wild.
talking
That's
about.
We just
wild.
connected again.
Congratulations.
100%. And so, and it's crazy. They look identical. And I chose that
You
one.
chose Goofy.
So you said when God put something in your face, and I'm like, yeah, but see, my
And you
God
have been
loved
saying,
me.
and
My
you've
God
been
loved
saying,
me because he gonna put that thing back in my face.
yeah, and the thing about it, you have been manifesting things, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
well,
then, and
he,
the thing, and but the thing, at the same time, when God puts something in your face, the devil gonna put the same thing in your face.
yeah,
So what you
yeah. Oh,
gonna
all the
choose?
time,
Yeah.
all the time. Like that good ass burger. It smell good.
First of all, I want to say congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations,
you.
I'm next in
congratulations.
line
Congratulations.
because I'm manifesting that in the name of Jesus. Okay, I'm next in line. But what I
Yes,
want
you
to say
are.
is, I'm not butting that. But what I want to say is, he will put it in your face. He will. And you have to be ready to receive it. Because a lot of times we think we know what we need, and really we don't. It's what we're
Nope.
so used to. Because like my daughters heard me one time on this live, and somebody was grilling me, and they were talking about how, how I like this. Because I'm used to the thug nigga. Excuse me, sorry, I don't usually use the N word, but I'm used to them thug brothers. Okay, I'm from
You know my
Listen,
mama
listen.
Virgo and y'all light skinned women love them thugs. My mama love them motorcycle niggas. I be like, why, mom? She be like, they just real men.
My daughter said, "Mom, stop saying that because that
Okay.
ain't for you. It's not.
Oh.
They need to have a little bit of thug in them, but they don't need to be they don't need to be thuggish. You feel me? And so I just changed the way I was asking and believing, and I know God is bringing the right person. You know what I'm saying? But I need to keep my eyes open. It's not all about what the appearance is. It's about how you make me feel. When we
Yeah.
conversate, how when we spend time together. You don't got to be thug like on your outside, but you can have a little thug in your heart. You feel me? So we just have to be ready to receive what God has for us and keep our eyes and our
Hey,
spirit man up.
cutie.
Oh, look at baby girl.
Hey, cutie. How are you?
Trying to do her hair. She keeps saying, muffin, please, muffin, please, muffin, please.
Yeah, that baby control the house. She control the house. Yeah, that's hilarious. But I'm happy for you. But at the same time, we still gotta like honestly lock in and just
But I
allow.
think it's important though that we see we're not far off. When you align with God, all it is alignment with God. You're not far off because God wants you to have your desire.
Yeah.
He don't want you. He's not saying Cassie, Donna to my
Mark.
mother. He's not saying cold turkey. Don't. That's not your type. Women. He wants us to have the desires of our hearts. But the
You
thing
just
is
got
he wants us aligned with him. So the moment that
yeah.
we're moving with that type and we're not aligning with him and we're relying on that type is the problem.
Okay.
When we're giving our all to that type, God don't. He want us to give our all to him. So stay
Is
in
he
alignment with him. Could you
is
bring
he a
this man in front of me?
is he a God loving man?
That's it. That's it.
So
The officer, is he a
he,
God loving man?
yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for you.
Yeah, he 100%. I don't
I'm
attract
excited
nothing.
for you.
I ain't never attract no non-loving. I don't attract bad guys. Even that guy, he wasn't a bad guy. He was a great guy.
He just wasn't the guy
I
that I
just
was
I
meant.
just asked for the wrong thing. I said, God, send me a married man. I want a married man. No,
Whoa.
God, I want
I want to.
A married-minded man. That's what you said. A marriage-minded man.
No, I forgot what I said God years ago.
Oh, okay.
Trying to think.
Because I know you ain't say, let me get a married man.
No, it wasn't a married
I know what
man.
you meant. I know you didn't mean married man. I know you meant a man who
Yeah.
wants to be married.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God. Oh no, 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 no. God send me my husband.
Send me my husband. That's it.
No,
Yeah.
God send me a husband.
My husband, not
So
a
I
was he
husband.
said
somebody else?
Yeah,
So
you
he was
said
somebody
but
else's
you didn't
husband?
say my husband.
exactly.
Oh shit.
So I said,
Yeah,
God send me a
you gotta watch
husband. Father,
you
I
gotta
need a
watch what you
husband.
say.
Send me a husband. I want a husband because see, women. It's easy to attract a married man that don't have a ring on because a lot of women that got their stuff together, those are the only men that look good that are available. They already married and they sneak in because they know how to get a woman and they know how to handle a woman. That's a
That's a
lot of
fact.
reasons why we are attracted to them and we don't even know they're married. We can be attracted. That's why now, in 1 second, are you married? Let me see. Google your name. I don't even play with you. I ain't got time. I ain't got time, sir. I ain't got
Oh,
time. I got a baby. I ain't got time.
You
don't
don't
get
got
it
that
twisted.
problem no more because you about to get married, so you ain't got that problem no
But
more.
I don't know.
but
Police officers be lying too. I attracted. You know, my ex-husband was a police officer in the Air Force. Them niggas ain't
Well, y'all, I've been on here a little bit too long, and my phone is dying. So,
Memphis
but
is
we're gonna have to
spinning.
La Bonita. Where are you
I
gonna be
know.
at now?
I'm still in Atlanta.
Still in
I've been,
Atlanta. Okay.
yeah, I haven't moved. You moving?
It's
You
no,
moving?
I'm not moving. I'm traveling, but I'm not moving. I'm gonna be traveling. Yes,
You need to move out of Seattle.
I do. When I meet the man of my dreams, while moving, believe that.
I think your man is in Florida.
I don't think my man is in Seattle. I can 100%. I don't believe that.
He in Florida.
He in Florida. Okay, if you
The
say
kind of
so.
men you need and like, they in
Okay,
Florida.
if you say that.
Florida receives and appreciates real women.
I know he's in the South. I can tell you that. I know my man is in the South, 1000%. Okay. So, with that said, love
I love
y'all.
you. Bye, beautiful.
Bye.
Virgo.
Thank y'all for joining my little impromptu check in. I hope you were blessed. I am saving this, not on Instagram though. It's going to go on the YouTube channel. So, have the most amazing day on purpose, with purpose. And remember to smile because God is good, God is great, and it looks good on you. Okay. All right. Bye.